Hi BookTube, it's Missy, and today I'm here to share with you guys my most anticipated reads for January 2016. I'm still sick, as you can tell, and I want to say thank you so much for those that were saying to get well soon. I appreciate it. This is what happens every single time I get a cold. It could be just the sniffles, but for some reason my body always turns it into laryngitis and I always sound like a goose. And so I will try to keep this quick because you guys know I like to talk. The first book on my list for the anticipated reads is called The Killing Jar. This one is by Jennifer Bosworth and it comes out on January 12th. It's a dystopian horror paranormal thriller, which sounds super cool, and it kind of sounds like the girl is either going to be like a demon or a witch, and because it's a horror, I don't think it'll be like a superhuman, kind of like a superhero kind of thing. I think it's more or less like a paranormal kind of power that the girl has, but from what I can tell from the summary, she gets really aggravated and angry, and that's when the power is released. So I'm kind of thinking the demon side of things, and it sounds really good, and the cover is gorgeous. The next book that I found was Sanctuary Bay, and this is by Laura J. Burns. This one comes out on January 19th, and this is a mystery thriller. There's a girl who goes to a boarding school. It's very far away, like in a not secret area, but off the beaten path, so nobody really goes there. I don't know why this girl is sent to this boarding school, but she is. And underneath the boarding school are caves, and in these caves there are chains, and so it might have been at one point in time some kind of prison, but now it's a boarding school. And the girl that goes there, along with a guy that also goes there, try to uncover the secrets of this school. So that sounded really good. The third book is called My Second Life, and this is by Faye Bird, which is such a cute name. I love it. This one also comes out on January 19th, and it's a thriller contemporary. This was really cool because the girl, say she's in present day, but she remembers a past life, and at some point in time, somebody from her past life, like she was reincarnated, somebody from her past life triggers more of memories from that life, and then she starts feeling guilty, like she may have killed someone in her past life, and now in her present life, she might be in trouble for what she did in her past. I'm not sure. It sounds really, really cool though, and I want to read it. The fourth book is called Up to This Point, and this is by Jennifer Longo. Now, if you guys remember, I read her 6 Feet Over It. I don't remember if I read it last year or this year, but I gave it 4 stars. It was about a girl who lost her best friend when she moved up north, and her dad had purchased a cemetery, and he was going to be like the caretaker of this cemetery, and he thought it would be a good investment. But instead of him actually working in the office, helping customers, you know, with burial and cremation and all that stuff, he ends up giving it to his 15 or 16, I think she's 15, like 15-year-old daughter to do. And so she ends up having to actually run the cemetery pretty much by herself. And it was a very strange book, but I really did enjoy it. And so I can't wait to read this one because I did like the author's writing. But this is about a girl who is a ballerina, and that's all she ever wanted to be, was a ballerina. But for some reason, she gets taken off course and ends up in Antarctica, following her great-grandfather or her grandfather's job. I think it's he was like a famous explorer, and so she's in Antarctica, and I don't know why she's there, but she's like far off course because her whole life she's been training to be this, you know, perfect ballerina. Now she's like an amateur explorer. I don't know what's going on, but it sounds good and I want to read it. The 5th book is called The Memory of Light, and it is by Francisco X. Stork. This one comes out on January 26th, and it is a mental illness book. I can't remember what kind of mental illness it is, but I think the girl wakes up in a mental hospital, and we have to go through the process with her of finding out what happened. The 6th book is called The Dark Days Club by Allison Goodman. It comes out also on January 26th, and this is a historical fiction paranormal, so it's based around the Regency period, and the girl gets herself involved with demon hunters. So it kind of reminded me of Cassandra Clare, but at the same time, I'm not sure what the whole demon hunter does, but I'm intrigued. I do love urban fantasy a lot, and I love historical fiction, paranormal, and so yeah, I'm looking forward to reading that one. The 7th book on my list is called It's All Your Fault by Paul Rudrick, and this one comes out on January 26th as well. This sounds super, super funny. It's a full-on contemporary. You guys know I don't read that, but it's not a lovey-dovey kind. It's about a girl. I'm sorry about my voice. It's about a girl who ends up in jail, and when she awakes, she doesn't realize like where she is or how she got there, and the more she wakes up in jail, the more she realizes she's got all this weird stuff going on. She's got a tattoo and a piercing, and she remembers going out with her cousin, but she's been like hating on her cousin, and she blames it all on him or her. I don't know if the cousin's a boy or a girl, but it just sounds really funny, kind of like a junior, what's that movie called? With the guys and the tattooed face? I don't know. I actually haven't seen the movie all the way through, but it kind of sounds like a YA version of that, and it sounds really funny. All right, 2 more. Number 8 is called Shallow Graves, and I know that a Shallow Graves book just came out this year, or it's going to, but a lot of people have been showing it as a as an arc. But this one's a little bit different, and it's by Callie Wallace, and it comes out again on January 26th. And this is a horror zombie book. It kind of reminds me of Generation Dead, only because the zombies awake with a consciousness, like they know who they are and everything, but they're still like semi-dead. And in this book, Shallow Graves, the girl wakes up, she knows she's a zombie, and she has like this this power where she can tell if people have like bad ideas, like a murderous kind of thought process, and she's supposed to, I think, kill them. I don't know, but it sounds really cool, and I don't know if it's like some kind of government organization that have bugged these people and then like woke them up, and now that they're zombies, they all have that same like brain wave where they all have to go and attack like murderers and other bad people. I'm not sure, but it sounds pretty interesting. And then the very last book is called The Mystery of Hollow Places by Rebecca Podos. And this is a mystery thriller. Now, I can't quite remember what this one was about because it was the last thing that I looked up last night before I went to bed. But again, it sounds really interesting, like all of the ones that I put on my list usually are. So, that's it. Again, really sorry about the voice. Hopefully tomorrow it'll be a lot better. Otherwise, I'll have Kaleo talk for me and I'll just tell him what to say. Yeah, so I hope you guys are having a wonderful weekend, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye!